Hey everyone, welcome to Abobo's Big Adventure. Another video, but this time I am going to be also showing the games that were used to make Abobo's Big Adventure. Most of these games I'll be doing on my Wii. Like Stage 1 is from Double Dragon. So I'm pretty much going to show like Double Dragon from the start to the end of the first stage, and then I'll show Abobo's Big Adventure, which the first stage is Double Dragon, so it's pretty much going to be the same. So we're going to get to kind of see where Abobo's Big Adventure came from if you're not familiar with games in the 80s, or maybe you did play Nintendo games in the 80s but might not have played all of these games. So Double Dragon came out in 1988, and the character Abobo actually came from the game Double Dragon. So here's the opening scene. And I play as Billy. I believe it's Billy. There's Billy and Jimmy. Cool. Pretty much just a beat 'em up game. Can't compare to the arcade game, though. The arcade game was way better than the Nintendo version. See, they get to the top, they just freeze, they won't move. Look at that whip, it's like really short. It's almost like the size of a pants belt. One thing I don't like about this game is that your weapon disappears after you kill the two people that were on the screen when you got it. Press the B and A button to jump. Pick up the barrels, throw them. And the barrel disappears. Cool. Look at this, she punched me. I was in the air, she punched my foot, and she had enough strength in her arm to knock me down out of the air. Now, I don't know what that heart means. At first I assumed there were extra lives, but no, they're not. Now you can go up here, but usually when I go up there I get stuck, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Oh. Yeah, I like how you switch to the screen and they just put you like right in the middle of getting punched. There's Abobo. Pretty easy to kill him. So anyway, that was Double Dragon Stage 1. Now we're going to get to see Stage 1 of Abobo's Big Adventure, which is a copy of that scene we just seen right there. Oops. Okay, so now Abobo's Big Adventure is a game I have on my computer. It's downloadable. And what's really cool now, you can play with using the A or S buttons to attack on your keyboard, and using the P button, pause. But if you get the RetroLink adapter, you can hook the NES controller into a USB adapter port. Now this song is from Mega Man 2, but I'm going to have to mute it because I noticed in my previous videos when I uploaded this game there was a copyright violation because of that song, so the game was blocked in some countries. This game was originally, Abobo's Big Adventure, was started in, I think it was 2002, and it took them like 10 years to make it because of, I guess when they first had the first 3 stages complete, they weren't happy with it, so they went back and did some more, try to fix them. And see, you get medals in this game, which I'll be explaining that in a minute, but anyway, and then they had other projects going on, so it took them a while to actually finish it. But that's one of my favorite things about this game is the medals you get, like for certain achievements. See, so going to this choice screen, you get the choices medal. Now here's where you could choose your screen, but you have to beat these levels to unlock them. And that should look familiar because it's pretty much what we just seen in Double Dragon. But unlike Double Dragon and the old NES games, it's a little bloodier. There's more, it's kind of gory. Also, you notice that all the characters you see in the stage aren't all from Double Dragon. They took characters from different NES games and stuck them into each stage. So that's kind of cool. So you can skip that, but if I were to skip that, I wouldn't have gotten that medal right there for Abobo. And see, I'm using the NES controller, which I got plugged into my USB port. See, now there's a couple of the guys we've seen in Double Dragon. Whoops. Bob Hanks is the only character that can pick up the barrel, besides this character called Beardy Barrel. I don't know what game Ricky Sticks is from. That rage meter down there, every time I hit somebody it goes up. Whenever I get hit by somebody it goes down. And when it gets full I press both buttons. And it does a special rage attack where it attacks everybody on the screen. Here comes the TNC Surf guy. Now this guy coming up here, the only way to kill him is to run at him and hit him. Like that. You get Donkey Kongs from barrels you gotta avoid. This is where it gets kind of tricky. Goombas can't hurt you. From Super Mario Brothers, of course. Go down here real fast. Get a medal for Kong Plant. Doing terrible. I almost got full range though. Spy versus spy characters. There, I got full range, but I'm gonna wait to use it. Spy versus Spy is one of my favorite games. I actually did 2 uploads of that on my channel. Regular upload, and then I did my top 10 favorite NES games. There's Alex from River City Ransom. Okay, here's where I'm going to use my rage, because this Beardy Barrel's a tough guy. So that did a lot of damage. Now I'm going to hit him with the barrel. Finish him off. There's another girl from River City Ransom. Now, in this game you can go up here and without getting stuck, and it's actually got this cool Super Mario Brothers 3 feature. Now I go into this door and I fight against Shooter Gavin, which is the final boss in Double Dragon. Whoa. The secret to beating this guy is stay really close. You don't want to get too far from him, so he'll start shooting at you. I'm doing terrible. I don't think I've done this bad since the very first time I played the game. I'm gonna end up dying. Look at that. I've made it through this whole game before without dying once. And that was actually the last video game upload I did of this game. Die, fool. I can't believe that. Last video upload, I went all the way from the start of the game to the end without getting killed a single time. And I actually died in the first stage. That never happens. So I can't pause the game in the middle of these like cutscenes. So we're going on to level 2, but so I'll go ahead and go to level 2, our next game. Super Mario Brothers level 2-1. See, I got this pretty much set up so we don't have to play through other levels. We can just go right to the level that we really want to see. We got the water level here. Now this water level is probably one of the least fun levels of Super Mario Brothers. But in the other Mario games, the water levels were pretty fun. I guess this game just doesn't have much variety. It's kind of weird that your best weapon underwater is fire. nasty. But I don't care because I'm pretty much at the end of this. And it looks like I got some of the screen cut off. I forgot about that because of Abobo's Big Adventure. The screen's kind of small. So I have to remember that. So anyway, Abobo's Big Adventure, water level. Same music. But in this game, instead of shooting fireballs, you eat the characters like Yoshi would from Super Mario World. Spit them out. There's the fish from Mega Man 2. Gotta hit him 3 times right in the antenna. I want to get rid of that fish there. This is kind of a cool feature right here. You get 4 options. If you choose the main option, you get a force field around yourself. And you get a medal for it. One thing that's kind of annoying about the medals is there's some medals, if you get one, you can't get the other medal unless you go back and replay the game all over again. So if I hadn't chose mate, I would have gotten a different medal. So anyways, now I got these more Abobos, force field. If I get hit, it won't affect my rage or my health. And it's good for up to 10 hits. Seaweed from Ninja Turtles. There's Bubble Man. I'll go ahead and use my rage. You get a medal for the rage you use in each level. Yeah, these fish, you just want to kill one of them so you can avoid getting hit by them. There's Karnoff. Now, I've never played this game. You want to avoid those white pellets. And once again, you gotta hit him 3 times. Whoops. That was way off. That was nasty. I'm actually gonna turn the volume up because it doesn't seem very loud. Now we got Jaws. Just like the other bad guys, gotta hit him 3 times. Jaws is another game I've never played. I got Big Daddy. I have no idea. I have no idea if Big Daddy's from another NES game or not. I've never heard of him or seen him. pause it right there and we'll move on to our next level, our next game. That's what I should say. Okay, and this one I'm going to have to back the screen up a little bit. Urban Champion. Every game we're seeing in here and every level from Abobo's Big Adventure, I did an upload of that game already on my channel. Pretty easy game. I mean, pretty simple. Just keep hitting the opponent. This is like one of the first fighting games before they had Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2. I can't imagine back in 1986 any kid actually having fun playing this game. It's actually really boring. I can't believe they even put it in the Abobo's Big Adventure. So that's all there is to that, and that's about how short the actual Abobo's Big Adventure stage is, too. But in this game, Abobo can't get hurt by that little guy. You let him hit you and you'll get an achievement. Medal. Discount for that. We did not see that in the original. Now you can press a button to do a fatality, or you can wait for him to show the code and do a friendship. Okay, I didn't do it right. So he did the fatality.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
You know that Mortal Kombat ending? That was from the Super Nintendo. They didn't have Mortal Kombat in the original Nintendo. Okay, so the level 4 is going to be Legend of Zelda. So we'll take a look at that game next. These are all the games I got on my Wii, by the way, which I showed in previous videos before. we're actually going to see this from the start of the stage, because this really doesn't take long to get to the castle. Whoops. I guess first thing I need is a sword. I would like to do a whole upload of this game, but I want to get better at it, because I've never got very far. I like the music in this game, especially Super NES version. I don't think I've ever gotten to the castle without getting hit. I didn't even seem to get hit by anything that time. What are you doing, fool? Didn't she supposed to... There we go. I got full power back. See, when you get full power, you can shoot your swords like that. If you get hit, you're not at full power, you can only stab with your sword. So anyways, here's the mansion, or castle, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to collect these keys. Now, if you kill every character in a room, walk out and come back, they'll still be dead. But now, if you don't kill all of them, you kill one of them, or two of them, or half of them, and you come back in, all of them will be back. So, that's why if you're going to be returning to that room, it's best off to kill all of them. If you don't know your way around, you're going to want to collect a lot of keys, because you might use one to get in the door you don't need to go through. And believe it or not, I don't actually really know my way through this mansion very good. Castle. Whoa. So I don't need to come back to this room, so I'm just going to leave. That thing up there anyways, that thing I got, helps with the map. If you look in the top left hand corner, the green dot represents me, the red dot represents where I have to go. See, now I can't shoot my sword. Wish I had a heart. Whoa. Okay, that thing moved like 90 miles an hour. You go in here and this guy gives you advice. A lot faster in this game than they move in Abobo's Big Adventure. trying to get a heart though. I need at least 2 hearts to get full strength. Whoa. That's what's really annoying about this game. You get down to a heart or less, it starts beeping. Now I gotta start all the way back at the beginning of the castle. At least I get to keep my items that I had. See, I never really played this game as a kid. I might have rented it once or twice, but that's about it. Wait, I don't want to go that way. See, it hurts when I don't need them. Whoa. Die, fools. I hate these things. So you got a shield where they throw a boomerang and can bounce off. But if you're attacking, your shield doesn't help you. Don't forget it, we don't need him. This one, want to watch out for those hands. Look at that. I went through the door and it wouldn't let me through. So, yeah, I gotta start all the way at the beginning again. It's the same as killing me, except for... That's even worse than killing me, because I took a hit and had to start at the beginning. I'm starting to know my way around the castle now. And all the bad guys that I killed are back. Okay, it's like my character wouldn't turn up or down. There's only one of them. That time he went through the door. Okay, and there's the final character. Okay, it was like I attacked him, I didn't get hit, I just died. You might just not even bother. You know, this is going to be my last try. If I die here, we're just going to skip. Because we've pretty much seen the whole castle up to the end. That was the final boss of the castle. So if we can't do it here, we'll just move on to Abobo's Big Adventure. Level 3, or no, level 4. Okay, now since I got full strength, my sword should be more effective. cutscene, and after you beat the castle, you come back out to the area which we've seen before the castle, and you keep on playing. It's like a really big land with a bunch of castles, so... Actually, I'm only like 37 minutes into the video, and my battery indicator is flashing already. Usually it lasts like an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there, and we're going to continue part 2 here in Abobo's Big Adventure.